Now they think they get some clicks. Does he keep it? What? Because they have tried third-rate podcast. Again, he does it like it's a brand. Third-rate. We should start a company called Third-Rate Podcast.
That should be the name of. That should have been the name of this podcast.
Yeah,
we really missed out.
Yeah, we fucked
Welcome
up.
everybody to episode 23 of the Third-Rate Podcast.
Yeah, we're rebranding.
Welcome everybody, featuring Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones. We got all of them. Welcome to episode 23 of the Broken Walk Podcast. Jesus, after 3 weeks, we're back. Tim Pool, that does it. I am done. This was the last straw. I am so angry. And this is a reaction to a Donald Trump effort post.
Holy God. Holy Jesus. Why is there so much text? Okay. I gotta strap in. All right. I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have all been fighting me for years. Have all been fighting me for years of fighting against him, especially by the fact that they think it is wonderful for Iran, the number one state sponsor of terror. Why did he all caps that? Like it's like they want a prize.
It's a title.
It's
a title.
To have a nuclear weapon because they have one thing in common: low IQs. They're stupid people. They know it. Their families know it, and everyone else knows it too. Just so funny. Look at their past. Look at their record. They don't have what it takes, and they never did. They've all been thrown off television, lost their shows. They aren't even invited on TV. It's the only thing he gives a shit about because nobody cares about them. They're nut jobs, troublemakers, and will say anything necessary for some, quote, free and cheap publicity. What? Now they think they get some clicks. Does he keep it? What? Because they have tried third-rate podcast. Again, he does it like it's a brand. Third-rate. We should start a company called Third-Rate Podcast.
That should be the name of. That should have been the name of this podcast.
Yeah,
we really missed out.
Yeah, we fucked
Welcome
up.
everybody to episode 23 of the Third-Rate Podcast.
Yeah, we're rebranding.
Welcome everybody, featuring Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones. We got all of them.
But nobody's talking about them, and their views are the opposite of MAGA, where I wouldn't have won the presidential election in a landslide. MAGA agrees with me and just gave CNN a 100% approval rating of Trump. What? Not hand-flailing fools like Tucker Carlson, who couldn't even finish college.
Can I pause this for a second? Do you know where that 100% number comes from?
That's of Trump supporters 100% support Trump or something.
No, that was like a joke that CNN did, and he kind of took it and ran with it and actually believed it.
That was a joke. Okay. All right. Interesting.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it wasn't a joke, but it was.
No, it's specifically Republicans who call themselves MAGA Republicans.
Yeah, but 100% of people who agree with me are going to agree with me.
Yeah. What is it? I mean, what does it mean to be a MAGA Republican other than to agree with the president, right? Like, yeah, 100% of people who agree. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's nonsense. Yeah, anyway, MAGA agrees with me and just gave CNN a 100% approval rating of, quote, Trump. Why does he quote his own name?
It's a brand.
He all caps his name like it's the logo on the side of the building, but then he puts it in quotes like it's not really Trump. he's like, yeah, this quote unquote Trump person, whoever that is.
It's not Trump. It's a concept of a Trump.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Not hand-flailing fools like Tucker Carlson, who couldn't even finish college. He was a broken man when he got fired from Fox, and he's never been the same. Perhaps they should see a good psychiatrist. Or Megyn Kelly, who nastily asked me the now famous only Rosie O'Donnell question, or crazy Candace Owens, who accuses the highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when she is not, and will hopefully win lots of money in the ongoing lawsuit. Oh, the First Lady, I see. Actually, to me, the First Lady of France is a far more beautiful woman than Candace. In fact, it's not even close. Or bankrupt Alex Jones, who says some of the dumbest things and lost his entire fortune, as he should have, for his horrendous attack on the families of the Sandy Hook shooting victims. Is this real? This is not.
Yes, this is real.
He's just throwing everybody into the wood chipper. I mean, everybody. This is wild. For his horrendous attacks on the family of the Sandy Hook shooting. Well, this is true. So ridiculously claiming it was a hoax. These so-called pundits are. Why do you put pundits in? What does he think pundit means? Are losers and always will be. Now, fake news CNN. I thought CNN gave you 100% in their poll. Are they fake news or not? The failing New York Times and all of the other radical left news organizations are, quote, hailing them. Again, why hailing? What are they actually doing if it's not hailing? What does that mean? And giving them, quote, positive press for the first time in their lives. They're not, quote, MAGA. They're losers. Yeah, wouldn't you put the quote around press and not around positive? This is so weird. Anyway, they're not MAGA. They're losers just trying to latch onto MAGA. As president, I could get them on my side anytime I want to. But when they call, I don't return their calls because I'm too busy on world and country affairs. Again, the weird conversation.
He's like the cattiest bitch on earth. He's such a bitchy little bitch.
I mean, this whole thing is wild. And after a few times, they go, quote, nasty. Just like Marjorie, quote, traitor Brown. Why does he put it? I don't think he knows what the quotes. I don't think he understands what the quotes mean.
Is she actually a traitor or is she not a traitor?
Yeah, I thought you were calling her a traitor. Now traitor is her fake thing. I don't understand what you're saying. Okay.
Well, I think traitor is a legal term. She's not like traitor per se. She's just, traitor.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save it. I'm trying to salvage this somehow.
I no longer care about that stuff. I only care about doing right for our country. MAGA is about winning and strength in not allowing Iran to have nuclear weapons. MAGA is about making America great again. And these people have no idea how to do that. But I do, because the United States is now the hottest country anywhere in the world. Yeah, because global warming. The hottest. Like it's a club. Like it's a club. It's a like. Come on down to America Friday nights. Ladies drink free.
This is the insanity of this is that I've always said this and I've always believed this, that Trump doesn't actually believe in all these conspiracy theories. He doesn't believe in any of this nonsense. He's just happy to accept.
Yeah, I mean, he was support. Until I guess, these people I assume are getting uppity about the Iran war. And so he's decided to just completely throw him under the bus. But that's weird because they do all have audiences who are gonna think this is, strange. I mean, they'll probably stick with Trump, but
this stuck with me the hardest. This is talk about Alex Jones, who says some of the dumbest things and lost his entire fortune, as he should have, for his horrendous attack on the families of the Sandy Hook shooting victims.
But that was just as true. But that was just as he knew about that way back when he was taking Alex Jones' support. This is so strange. But he's bringing that up now. What all that Sandy Hook shit was years ago.
Right. And he was publicly he said, I'm pretty sure that publicly he condemned it as a mistreatment of Alex Jones and lawfare and all this nonsense. And interesting thing is that this was reacted to, retweeted by Tim Pool, who is another pundit. That does it. I am done. This was the last straw. I am so angry. I'm thinking, pretty sure
get shit on.
We've had something similar happen before, where someone closely tied to Maga tried to jump ship, and there wasn't the correct timing. Like last time it was Elon Musk, right? But now it seems like everyone. There was a mass email. I'll tell you this story. I'm making lore here. I'm creating lore. This is what happens. There was a mass email sent because all these fuckers have each other's emails and contact information. There was a mass email sent that that told everyone, "We're jumping ship on Trump. Let's go. We're breaking Maga now." Right?
I mean, there's very obviously very coordinated messaging on the from the Republican Party and their mouthpieces in the media, for sure. You can tell. I mean, just by the timing of when certain ideas suddenly end up on every talk radio show and the Fox News, and I mean, it's not like an accident that these talking points suddenly get disseminated to the entire right wing simultaneously. But no, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of. I mean, the thing is, it's easy now that there's not going to be. I mean, what's the likelihood Trump really tries for a third round or whatever, right? I mean, probably not. Maybe he tries to change the Constitution or get the Supreme Court to say no, it means 2 in a row, and he only got 1 in a row. So whatever bullshit excuse they're going to come up with, right? I mean, maybe, but probably, at this point, from a Republican politician standpoint, it doesn't matter. What do they care about jettisoning Trump? He's not going to be the president soon anyway, and they got to look to where they're going after that.
Beanie Shapiro.
That's so funny.
By Blue Waffle Maker isn't oh jeez. Yeah, I know. Remember the whole blue waffle, what blue waffle was? Like a vaginal yeast or whatever.
Yeah, the internet's
sorry, but the last straw is currently occupied. This Eric Trump or whatever his name is.
I think that's Junior.
I don't know, man. Elon Musk came first. Then I think was it Marjorie Taylor Greene who jumped ship later?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and those people, if this turns into a bigger thing, which I mean, again, he's going after just all of these media people that were definitely fans of his. And all simultaneously too, right? So there's people who are going to be overlapping in those groups, and be fans of all of those people, and then they're like, Trump is fighting with my people or whatever. Now, granted, those people probably are also not too into the Iran war, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, maybe he's not really losing any strong supporters there. I don't know.
Well, probably the same lobbyists that were bankrolling a lot of these Maga influencers. The oil interests and businesses are probably not very happy about how this Iran thing is turning out.
Well, it was pointless in the first place, and it's just gonna it's just going to increase the cost of doing fucking everything in exchange for what? What are you going to get out of this? You're going to occupy Iran and force a different government on them? I mean, good fucking luck, dickheads. Like, holy fucking moly.
Speaking of Maga jumping ship, I think Donald Trump's own wife jumped ship, because recently she held a press conference, completely unbeknownst to Trump, by the way.
Yeah, I heard about this.
Epstein.
Yeah, and it's like Donald Trump doesn't want the word Epstein being fucking said out loud, and then she comes out and says, "I had nothing to do with Epstein," and that's disgusting. It's like, this is very interesting the way that this is timed and worded. And were people talking about Melania Trump and Epstein? Was that a thing? Like, I don't.
No, not really. No, there was nothing on the timeline about that. It was just like that potentially she could have been. They met through Epstein or whatever, which that could have been true or not true. It doesn't really tell a lot about like her involvement with Epstein.
Sure.
However, the whole Epstein thing during this chaos with Iran has really vanished, like almost like a magic trick
well, deliberately
from
so. I mean,
from the public's consciousness.
We were, you know what? Fuck it. We can talk about Wag the Dog. We were gonna rewatch it, but I mean, I remember enough of it certainly to compare it to talk about current events.
Yeah.
You know, in the movie Wag the Dog, right? Which was about the Clinton administration and the Monica Lewinsky scandal and getting involved in Bosnia, the bombing campaign. The in Wag the Dog, the president, there's a rumor, or not a rumor, there's an accusation from like a Girl Scout that was on a that was being taken on a tour or something, something even more horrific. And so they hire a fixer to come in and deal with this problem. And the idea that he comes up with is, we're going to fake a war. I think with Albania.
Fake a conflict.
Now that is, that's a cynical idea, right? Of like, you're gonna completely lie to the public and mislead them in order to distract them from, your sex scandal or whatever, right? That's a pretty cynical idea, but not nearly half as cynical as actually going to war in order to deflect from your sex scandal. That is fucking crazy, right? Like,
well, Steve Bannon outright said it. Steve Bannon, by the way, who is the most mentioned correspondent with Epstein. No one has corresponded more with Epstein than Steve Bannon. I think in all of the Epstein files, he called this strategy "flood the zone," which is a lot like Wag the Dog, because there was too much talk about the Epstein stuff, and people were actually locking in. It was a multi-week lock-in, which is dangerous in this generation.
Well, not just people, but the wrong people, right?
Right.
That camp counts the opinions of non-Trump voters at zero. Right. They're not interested in that. But they were losing ground among their base, right? That's a political problem.
Like, for example, with Marjorie Trader Brown, because when green is bummed out, it becomes brown. That's Trump's recollection of how trees work. Right?
Yeah.
He saw a tree turn brown once. He's like, it used to be green, now it's brown. Either way, so here's the thing. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is probably a anti-Semite, and she's a very bad person, and she's like gross and weird. However, I think when it comes to the whole Epstein stuff, I think, the calculation Trump made with her when he, brought her into his inner circle was that she knows we're just bullshitting. She knows we're full of shit, right? But no, I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is a true believer about fucking over.
She's a true believer in a lot of nonsense, but she also was a true believer in the secret cabal of child sex predators. And
yes,
turns out that Trump was part of that. So, oopsie poopsie, she's got to go,
Yeah. And, all the talk about, and, Marjorie Taylor Greene always had this shit-eating look on her face about what cancel culture and the radical left and the Democrats and all this.
Oh, yeah.
The moment she went
all these people are just eating shit now. Well, this is, there are limits to how long you can just, I don't know, completely bullshit and pretend that up is down and black is white. And, eventually there's going to be some place where the rubber meets the road.
But to finish my sentence, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
The moment, it's okay. No, that was a great point. So here's the moment she actually went against Trump is when she literally is no longer a congresswoman. That's it. That's her political career ended. Who is the real cancel culture? I'm putting this out there for the 2 people who are listening to this to this podcast. Who is the actual cancel culture here, right? Now, I wish we had effective cancel culture, effective enough to have prevented all this nonsense from happening.
Yeah, no
but
kidding.
No, the left's cancel culture is nowhere near as effective as the right's cancel culture. The right actually cancels and ruins lives.
Yeah.
The left kind of bumps you out and wags their finger at you really hard and nastily. That's about it.
The only people who get canceled are the people who decide to stay canceled. That's it. Al Franken got canceled because he quit. If he hadn't quit and stayed in office, he'd still be in office. Right?
Yeah.
Louis C.K. is back doing comedy. He just did another, special or whatever, right?
It was very special. We watched it together.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, whether you're canceled is basically up to you, especially now because there's a bunch of morons who are like, oh, canceled means good.
Well,
right?
Actually, there's a thing that gets you permanently canceled, which is kid stuff. EDP got caught with kid stuff 2 times. People
that's beyond cancel. I mean, that's criminal, That's
right. But
it's funny to think of incarceration as a kind of being quote unquote canceled.
Well, incarceration isn't necessarily canceled, but it became cancellation when he lost his YouTube channel, and he tried coming back, but then he got
Wait, who?
EDP.
I don't know. This is you're here to Gen Z down the rabbit hole. You're too online for me, bro.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, look. The point of it is it seems like the most not even having lolly stuff gets you canceled. I'm not gonna mention names.
Why? You mean Vosh?
I have no idea. I washed my clothes today. That's
why. Why would you mention that fucking weirdo's name?
Because he's gonna.
Are you horse pilled and?
No, he's gonna hit me.
Are you goblin billed?
Okay. Well, I had a great point.
That's some down the rabbit hole shit I do know about.
I had a bunch of thoughts in my head, and you just okay. Either way, yeah. It doesn't matter if you're and another person I'm not going to mention. It doesn't matter if you're in an active court case with someone who you have distributed revenge porn of, including to someone who might have been a minor. Again, I'm not going to mention
Destiny.
I'm not going to mention names.
Now we're just going down the. Now we're just listing everyone.
I'm not.
This is okay. Yeah, no. This is just guys. It's just for the clout. Please don't come for us. If you direct hate at us, then you're actually helping us. So you should ignore the potentially libelous.
No, I here's the thing. I welcome the hate comments because whenever we get hate comments, we just turn it into an episode. It's funny. It's free content for us. It's an infinite content loop.
Yeah.
Either way. But no, again, I'm not mentioning names. Crypto's just mentioning some nouns that are completely unrelated to the Either way. But it seems like the only real thing gets you canceled online is kid stuff unless you're a right-winger. Like because
Matt Gaetz, I mean, that shit is fucking bananas to me.
Yeah, that he was talking about like how fertile.
I mean, it was just widely known that he was, fucking a 17-year-old when he was a 31-year-old congressman. I mean, ridiculous.
Oh, well, I was thinking about Matt Walsh. I'm so stupid. These Matts. If your name is Matt, you're probably a piece of shit. Fuck you, Matt.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
To the one good Matt who's listening to this, we love you, Matt.
It's a very common name. There's a lot of Matts.
Yeah, there is.
Stupid fucking Bible.
Also, a mat is a piece of furniture that's flat cloth on the ground.
True. Damn. You know what? That's a good point.
Anyway,
I'm glad you said that. And I hope you keep saying more things like that.
I've been working on trying to get this point out there, and it's you know what? Should I just abandon this point?
Oh, what? Let's fucking hear it.
No, the point is, unless you're on the far right, doing stuff with kids is like the only thing that gets you canceled. Because Andrew Tate, he had a court proceeding concerning underage trafficked minors for his whatever cam girl business as he was running out of Romania. And he got spirited away into America. They made it a huge deal. The American
that they extradited
Trump
this rapist. Yeah.
They reverse extradited him. They extradited him not to get him in trouble, but to get him out of trouble. But it worked. They pressured the Romanian government and the Trump administration, people who are very into social media, got him out of there. And he got out of all of the trouble he got out of. Yeah, no one gets canceled. There is no cancel culture. There literally is no cancel culture, unless you're a left winger. They did a whole thing about Hassan Piker where
yeah, he's been really breaking containment lately. Holy fuck, he's like they're talking about him a lot in like regular mainstream circles. It's really weird.
It doesn't work. I saw this serious, offended liberal white lady trying to talk about Hassan Piker.
Nobody gives a shit. I mean, it's just that shit's got no juice.
I don't even want to like Hassan Piker, but I kind of have to because the people, it's like they go after him for the dumbest thing in the world.
I mean, Hassan's fine. The biggest problem with Hassan is he's online too long. If you're broadcasting your thoughts 8 hours a day or whatever every single day, people are gonna be able to get some fucking clips off of you. They just are.
Like it's a statistical likelihood that if you combine words enough, they'll be combined. in a very dumb way eventually.
Well, and he's talking about politics too, right? So I mean, he's already putting. It's not like the words that he's putting together are not like, what the fuck is this? The words that he's putting together are, not about like Nintendo games and Mario or something, right? It's about controversial topics. I mean, not necessarily things I think should be controversial, but
I'm trying to find this clip where this news lady tried in a serious way talk about when he said something about like the congressman who has like an eye patch that he got skull fucked, and she was trying to read that in a serious way.
Fucking complaining. Yeah. Oh no, poor Dan Crenshaw, the representative from like the most gerrymandered district I've ever seen in my fucking life. Have you ever seen the shape of Dan Crenshaw's district, or I guess his old district now? Because I think
let's see.
I think he got dumped out. Yeah, look up Dan Crenshaw. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
Yep, that's his district.
What the? That's not
Texas politics. Ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Worst state in America. This is what Republicans get up to when you don't put any checks and balances on them. Fucking nonsense. Nonsense.
Hold on.
It's almost like a circle or something. It's like it looks like an aborted fetus. I mean, it's
look at this traversal. If you're not willing to run every inch of this,
yeah. He was bragging about how he, he was bragging about running his the 100 miles along his district in the most insane. I mean, look how narrow some of those choke points are.
Hey, Crypto, we kind of. Hold on. We have to cut the episode. Thanks so much for